Welcome back, everybody, to the Board YouTube channel for your Friday pick and roll for December 27th. We are here amidst the holiday season because we're back to bring you more NBA coverage with a focus on betting here. We'll be going through the slate of NBA games, maybe not quite as in-depth as usual, but we'll go through all of the NBA games today and see what my co-host here, PipsNBA, has as far as free picks are concerned. Pips, as you can see from his background, is at his parents' house once again for the holidays, but he's going to be leaving there soon, so we won't be doing as full of a show as normal. We'll be getting back into the full swing of things next week, other than the Wednesday, which is New Year's Day. But show will be more so back to normal next week. As you can maybe hear, or as you can maybe see, I'm not in my normal setup. I'm also at my parents' house today enjoying the holidays. I very much hope all of you watching had a very happy holidays and a Merry Christmas if you do celebrate, or an enjoyable time, whatever you celebrate, or whatever was going on this week. But as far as celebrations are concerned, the celebrations got started a little bit early on the pick and roll live stream because we had a very good Monday leading into this holiday season. We'll pull up the BetStamp tracking as we track all of the picks over here. 4-1 day, and the first four picks won. Jalen Duren flirted us a little bit with a clean 5-0 sweep, but a 4-1 day is nothing to be upset with. We got good wins on Sohan and Victor Wembanyama in the Sixers game. The Vucevic covered by 0.5 which is great. Michael Porter Jr. crushed his line, and Duren falls just a little bit short here. Pips, any words? First of all, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. But any word on the Monday slate of picks?
Yeah, Merry Christmas as well. Most of stuff went smooth. Vucevic had a ton of attempts, scored 2. Wemby, easy. Porter Jr., easy one. Sohan, kind of late, but when the line is 7.5, it's either one over or one under. It's tough to win those by without sweat. And Duren, Jalen, I don't know, like 28 minutes and 2 field goal attempts. That's just absurd. I don't know what's happening with that guy, but yeah, nothing to do there. He had a ton of rebounds. So yeah, but overall, finally, good, great day on the show. And
Oh, yeah, but much deserved here. Good stuff overall. Kind of always feel a little bit greedy when you win the first four and think the fifth one has some legs. But hey,
yeah,
we
and
can't complain.
Duren was also the late addition on the show, the last one. So
Yeah, and during this season has been very unkind to us. With first time he hasn't been in like foul trouble, which hasn't ruined the bet, but yeah, it hasn't been friendly to us on the show this season. Nonetheless, we'll look to continue things today. We have a decent slate of NBA games to go through. I think we have 8 games to go through, so plenty to discuss. Before we go any further, though, a word as always from the presenting sponsor on the Board YouTube channel, the FanDuel Sportsbook, because amidst the holiday season, there is a wonderful opportunity to you. I mean, if you're already using FanDuel, you know how great of a sportsbook that it is. FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook after all. And on top of things there, what makes it so great, I think that the best thing, especially during the holiday period here, maybe you want a bit of extra holiday cash, the speed of which you can make your withdrawals on FanDuel does not compare to other sportsbook. It is so much more efficient. You never have to have any worries whatsoever about that money getting back into your account. It is your money after all, and FanDuel makes sure at all times that they are taking care of you in that endeavor. But if you haven't signed up to the FanDuel Sportsbook, well, 2 things. You'll get the great sportsbook and access to that. But on top of that, right now, new customers get $5 and get $250 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. So fantastic offer there. We've seen the $150 offer in the past. Now it's at $250. This is the premium opportunity for you to sign up to the FanDuel Sportsbook if you have not done so already. All you got to do to watch your picks come to life live with the FanDuel Sportsbook is visit FanDuel.com/board, BOARD, the name of the channel. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. But must be 21 plus and present for Kansas affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued with non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. For 3 months free trial, the full price of League Pass will be automatically charged monthly. Cancel anytime. No refunds. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Limit 1 pass per customer. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Let's jump back into things here. We'll pull up the FanDuel odds screen and get ourselves started for this slate of NBA games. Again, a lot to work with for us here today. 8 games, as I said. We'll start off with the New York Knicks away at the Orlando Magic. We have the Knicks favored by 7 points here. Orlando still dealing with multiple injuries. However, they have still been impressive despite those injuries. An impressive win recently against the Boston Celtics to go with it. Orlando 19-13 of the season. The Knicks, wow, they're starting to put things together. 5 wins in a row. The offense has been fantastic in spite of the not so great defense, but the offense has been fantastic. Karl-Anthony Towns in a thumbnail today, putting on a career season right now. As far as betting is concerned, Pips, anything you like in this game?
Yeah, I don't like anything. This could be easily a blowout, and I don't have any unders because both games this season, Towns and Brunson covered their lines against Orlando Magic, and the lines for Mikhail and the I don't know OG are kind of low, well adjusted for this one, and on the side opposite side and on the side of Orlando Magic, that's just a mess. I don't know the usage of any players. Can you just check the line for maybe KCP? I don't know if it's
10.5.
10.5. Yeah, I'll check this one actually. I'll just thinking out loud. I think he's really struggled this season. I'll just check some stuff on the Pups Madness. This is a difficult matchup for shooting for him as he's scoring most of his points as a spot up. And when he's playing teams outside of bottom 10 in spot up, he's actually under this line in 16 out of 17 games, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Even in all games without Banchero, I'll just check against the Knicks, he had 9 and 4. Yeah, this could be our first bet actually, because this looks absolutely ridiculous. He's under in 18 out of 19 games when he's not playing teams who allow spot up. So when you exclude bottom 10 in spot up defense teams, he's under in 18 out of 19 games. And his usage is actually a bit lower when Franz Wagner and Banchero are not on the court. It actually makes sense because he's shooting when teams send doubles, when teams help on Franz Wagner and Banchero. He can create his own shot. He's mostly spot up, and Knicks don't allow spot up. So I think we need to take this one, and I think we have a couple of spots with minus 115. So this should be our official bet, but I'll play up to minus up to the line on FanDuel, like up to minus 128. But overall, minus 115s are out there. So this is our first official bet. This just looks crazy. Like he's done average 7.3 points and he's not playing terrible defense.
Yeah. So
also,
go ahead.
When you look at the other way, when he's playing a bunch of teams who are like bottom 5, he's clearing this line. So he needs teams to allow him wide open shots to go over. And Knicks, especially lately, are not doing it. Like when you look at these 19 games, only overcame against the Bulls, and that's the worst defense in the league. So yeah, Knicks are kind of improved on defense last couple of weeks. So overall, great spot.
Yeah, so as Pips mentioned, it'll be under 10.5 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Minus 115 is available for that one. You can play all the way up to the minus 128 that is available at FanDuel, but also minus 120 is available in market for this one as well. So a lot of different options here for everybody to get a good price for this one. That will be the first official play of the day. Great. I mean, from not really liking much of the game to then going through and seeing the number that you liked on KCP, that is where we will get things started for today. But let's move now into the second game and prolong. It's already moved here on FanDuel, so ensure you're shopping around here to get their best prices. Next game, the Spurs, who played in I wouldn't call it necessarily a Christmas Day classic, but a really good Christmas Day game against the New York Knicks we just talked about. The Spurs are going to be away at the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets have definitely gone the way of the tank more hardcore as of late, and they're +7 underdogs at home here with a low total of 214. Any word on this game?
Yeah, I'll just say that I have a lean. I'll show you on the screen what's the lean because this line is just murdered at the FanDuel, so it's unplayable. But
Okay.
there are a couple of spots with -125, -130. This is my lean. Chris Paul over 7.5 assists, couple of -125, -130s. If you have it, bet it. Not enough to make it official bet on the show, but look at this. It's crazy, actually. Uh, he is over this with 26 plus minutes. He's over this line in 21 out of 26 games, 81% clear rate. Last two games played season high 36 and 35 minutes back to back games. Uh, he played on back to back games. I mean that's insane. Like he was on 28 to 30 minutes entire season and now played huge minutes in 3 games in a row. 32 minutes against the Hawks as well. Then blowout, and he got 26 in a blowout, which would be like almost his normal minutes. They are heavily leaning into him. Average 9. Brooklyn allows 8 most assists. And if you look at the guards, last couple of guards, Levert, Mitchell, Sexton, Clarkson, Hero, they're crushing this line 5 straight games, average 26% more of their over their lines. So great spot for Chris Paul. Ben Simmons is out for the Nets, so their defense should be a bit worse. So yeah, I like this spot, and they will help a lot on Wemby. So Chris Paul should have some easy targets, and they suck in transition defense. So also great spot for Chris Paul to hit some easy assists.
So a lean on over 7.5 assists for Chris Paul. The price has gone a little bit away from where Pips wanted to play it, but a lean on that one. We can move into the next game, a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals from last season. It's the Indiana Pacers, 12.5-point underdogs away at the Boston Celtics. There's a pretty remarkable win from the Pacers against the Celtics earlier on this season, but they have not followed that up with many great performances since then. The Pacers certainly struggling on the season. Relative to expectations with a 15-16 record. Boston 22-8 on the season. Big favorites here for the rightfully so. Any thoughts on this game here, Pips?
Pacers won 5 in a row before they lost last night to the OKC. I mean, losing to OKC, losing by
Fair enough.
6 to OKC is kind of covering the spread. So I think they played above expectations last night. Yeah, I don't have a bet on this because it's a back-to-back game. I think both Siakam and Halliburton are in a good matchups, but if Boston plays healthy, they should demolish them. So yeah, no bets on this one.
We'll go to the next game here. We got the Memphis Grizzlies away at the Pelicans. The Grizzlies 8.5-point favorites and coming. They're in the second night of a back-to-back, but it is the second night of a back-to-back where they scored 155 points in the first of those 2 nights with a resounding win over the Raptors. No defense in that game at all, really, from either team, but particularly the Raptors. 155-126, I think, was the final. Anyways, not to get sidetracked here. Big favorites against this Pelicans team. Any matchups you like?
I don't want to touch this game, honestly. This is yeah, this game sucks for betting for anything. Like blowout should be like almost 90. I don't say 90%, but that's like more than 50% chance this is a blowout. And I kind of can't bet unders on the Pelicans because Memphis won't care much to play defense. They'll just outscore them. And yeah, that's moving on. That's moving on for me.
Fair enough. We can move on from that. We can go to the next game. We've got the Timberwolves away at the Houston Rockets. Somebody in chat mentioned before we started today, it was Anthony Serbo questioning this one today, asking Rockets at -112, as in
Yep.
it seems that the Rockets should be favored by a little bit more at home against the Timberwolves. Are you in agreement? You have your Şengün jersey on today.
Nah, this is James Harden.
Oh, it's your Harden one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Still a Rockets jersey. I didn't know you had a Harden one. I just knew you had a Şengün jersey.
That was a present from my girlfriend for Christmas. So this is
That's
first time
why I
I'm
didn't
wearing it.
know. I thought I knew all of your jerseys. So I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
Uh,
Damn, your girlfriend had a prime James Harden performance on Christmas then to get you one of those.
yeah. Yeah. That was such a great gift.
Great
Uh,
gift.
yeah, and my father actually got me the new wallet with NBA logo on it, which is also great.
Perfect.
Everyone in my family knows, like,
Very
I
on
live
brand.
and
Yeah.
breathe
They know you well.
NBA. Yeah. Uh,
Great stuff.
so yeah, I think we should win this pretty comfortable. Especially we had an easy game last night. Uh, Starters played 25 minutes. We blow them out. Think it was just a rest game for Dylan Brooks, who is questionable, and also a rest game for Tari Eason, who is questionable. I think they are back, and I think this line should move towards the Houston Rockets when they are ruled in. Yeah, I don't see like they last couple games against the Wolves. We kind of struggled. Uh, we played earlier this season. I think it was a blow. It was a overtime, and we won late into the overtime. Last season we lost blown out by them a couple of times. But yeah, I do like our chances here, and we have everything to stop their struggling offense.
Yeah.
So it will be the battle of defenses. Yeah, but I'll just check stuff for this one. Uh, I didn't look into building something on this, but I probably should bet Şengün, 15 plus, especially in this one. I don't know about Edwards. Just a second. Yeah, I don't know. I can't build much in this one. I do. Yeah, I won't have bet in this one. Just a second to see. Last time they played, so the interesting bet for me is obviously Fred VanVleet, which is not a good idea when he is your great bet. But earlier this season, he had 27 points against the Wolves, 6 threes in that game, and last two games he scored 20 and 25 in two back-to-back blowouts. This season on back-to-back he was playing well. So yeah, maybe let me just check something. 2 plus 3 for Fred VanVleet is just a second. 15 plus for Şengün, 20 plus for Edwards, and 2 plus 3 from Fred VanVleet makes it minus plus 115. I think I like that one. Just a second to see VanVleet when playing. Interesting one.
Yeah.
I won't force stuff, so I won't bet this actually. Yeah, let's move on. Just move on.
All right. No problem. We'll move on to the next game here. I'd say there's probably a lean there towards the Rockets on the money line or the spread
Yeah.
based on that conversation as well. We'll go to the next game
May-
here. Suns. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe big semi-parallel, but I won't do it. We are doing well with these trades, so I'll try to stick with it.
Yeah, so we have the Suns here coming off of their 10-point victory on Christmas Day. They're playing against the Dallas Mavericks here. Huge blow to Dallas coming in the recent days. Luka Doncic going to be missing about a month of action, and that's going to take him out of the running for All-NBA consideration. So spots are opening up in that this season. We'll focus in on this game specifically, though. Dallas plus 1.5 on the road at Phoenix. Can you tell us anything matchup-wise for this one?
Yeah, both Booker and Doncic are out. Phoenix Suns looked terrible in the first game against Denver, then kind of bounced back in the second one and won, which is great. I'm betting in this one 25 plus for both Kyrie and KD because if not them, who? So yeah, I'm betting 25 plus for both of main guys in this one.
All right. So we can keep on moving through the list of games here. We got the
Uh,
one. Sorry.
Official bet 25 plus for both KD and
Oh,
Kyrie.
sorry. Sorry. I was replying to something. I completely missed that. So
Uh,
remind me the bet, please.
KD and Kyrie
Okay.
25 plus both.
There we go. My apologies. Uh, my mind's in the gutter. We have KD and Kyrie giving us minus 108 odds on the SGP to get 25 plus points each. There we go. We do have an official bet on this one.
Yeah. So uh, just
Minus
the
110.
usage increase, I'll show you. Didn't actually check, but I think I have it in some part of here. So last couple of games without without Booker, you can see usage for KD was 41%, 42%, 29%, and 35%. So incredible usage. This season, when he has the usage above 29%, which is in every game without Booker, we can see that he scored 25 plus in 9 of 11. 2 games that he didn't was 7 of 20 from the field and 9 of 23. Very terrible shooting night, but he averaged almost 30 points. When we go to the last season and when we look at the games when he had 30 plus usage and when he played 30 plus minutes, we can see that he averaged 33 points and was over this line in 23 out of 26 games. Uh, Earlier this season, he scored 31 and 26 against Dallas, but both games Booker was playing. So now without Booker, he's yeah huge usage. Like when we look at the last couple of games, 26 field goal attempts. This was a blowout loss, so I'll kind of 23 points in a blowout loss, 26 field goal attempts, and 27. Like he's clearing this line with field goal attempts alone, and he's getting to the line 9 times, 6, 11, and 6. Incredible usage for KD. He's really stepping up. Uh, and then we go to the Kyrie. Kyrie this season without Doncic on the floor, his usage goes from 25 to 30%. So let's check the games when he had over 25% usage and when he played more than 30 minutes. I actually see him in heavy, like 30 39 minutes this season, this game. So all this season when he had above 25% usage, I expect him to be like probably closer to like 28 plus. He averages 31 points. I'll go last season to check like when he has 28% or higher usage, which is expected, especially against the Suns. We can see that he's over this line in like 22 or 24 and average 33 points. So I think both of these players will shoot like 20 plus and should be able to cover this solely by volume. Like they don't even need a great shooting night to cover this with the volume they'll get tonight. So that's our second official bet.
Perfect stuff. We do have a bet on this game. 25 plus points each for KD and Kyrie, minus 110 on FanDuel when we did give that one out. 2 more games to go through here, and then we'll quick fire through some Q&A from the stream today. But we have the Cavaliers away at the Denver Nuggets. Cavs winners of 5 in a row, still top of the Eastern Conference. Denver, not really sure what to make of this team. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they aren't. They're plus 2.5 at home in this one. We know they are a different team at home here. But is there anything you can give us on this game here? And maybe your thoughts on the matchup, because it is an interesting one to see Denver only 2.5 here.
Yeah, I think this line set well. I think Cavaliers should be slight favorite, especially if you look at the last game they played. Denver was away, but they have very huge issues guarding Garland and Mitchell and all the great shooters on those Cleveland Cavaliers. Like you
Yeah.
can't stop both. Like it's tough to stop. Like they have great pull-up shooters and great playmakers in Donovan Mitchell and Garland. If you help on them, you open up shooting. Now they have shooting. Levert is shooting great. Niang is shooting great. Strus is back. Merrill is shooting great. So shooting is there. And if you help of the corner of the guys, don't help. You have Mobley and Allen on the roll on the inside scoring. So overall, really well built team with Cavaliers, and they run. They run a high pace, and that's an issue when you have Jokic at the five to get back on defense at time. Like the only bit of like issue for Jokic is that he's a bit slow. Everything else he is like small. If you are looking for a small chance, it's like a run against the Denver Nuggets, and they did that in first game and completely blown them out. But yeah, I will have a bet in this one, and that will be Nikola Jokic over 27.5 points.
Sorry, what was Nikola Jokic over what?
27.5 points.
Okay. Jokic will be the bet for this one here. 27.5 is at minus 113 at FanDuel. We'll just take a quick glance to see some other prices around there to see if
probably the best. Maybe
that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So
maybe a few cents better than some other spots, but
yeah,
that's
for widely available, you might be able to do slightly better, but this is one of the best prices in market over here. So Nikola Jokic over 27.5 points is the third official play of the day. And why don't you take us through your reasoning here?
Okay, so when he doesn't get blowouts, when he excludes blowout games, and I expect this one to be close for Denver at home, he's straight away over this line in 14 out of 22, average 31.5. But we can dig a bit deeper, as we can see that he's scoring most of his points in a post-ups. Most of his points come from the post-ups, and when we look at the teams that allow post-ups, and that's like really important because and I'll exclude the best defense in the league. I know that Thunder showing in the data that they allow post-ups, but they didn't against Jokic. So yeah, they are allowing a lot of post-ups, but not against Jokic. They doubled the shit out of him. So when we look at this, when you exclude just the best defense in the league and below average post-ups, we get that Jokic is over in 9 out of 10 games with 34.4 points a game. And the only under came against the Cleveland Cavaliers at 27 points exactly on the line. But in that game, Jokic shot 13 out of 26 field goal attempts in that game. Why? Because they allow post-ups. They played Jokic in single coverage, and when teams are playing Jokic in single coverage, we need to bet him over. That's it. Like that's the
it's good rule of thumb.
Yeah, that's how I see it. And they need Jokic to play well. They are playing a great team. It's not like they are playing like some garbage team at home, so Jokic can take like step back and assist. This is a matchup where he needs to hunt down there post-ups against Mobley, against Allen. Last time he scored 27. I watched the entire game. He missed like 6 to 7, like 5 feet hooks that he usually makes. I know 13 of 26 looks incredible for a big to score 27 points. Like that's 50% from the field for a shooting big. But expected numbers in those games, he was way below expected scoring, like in that game. So yeah, if he gets 26 shots tonight as well, he's covering this easily. We can look at this season when Jokic, I won't use any filter, I'll just put the number of used shots. Jokic this season, when he gets 22 plus shots, is over in 8 out of 9 games with 37.7 points average. So when he gets the usage, like he always get, same coverage is against the Clippers, single coverage against Zubac. 41 points in the first game, 28 in the second game. Yeah, it's just like when he gets the single coverage, Jokic is going over in like 70% of the games. This is going to be the cover tonight, so we need to bet over.
All right, there we have it. That is the third official play of the day. Jokic over 27.5 points. Right as we gave this one out, it moved on FanDuel. So we're going to be taking the minus 110, which was available elsewhere. I don't even think if you wanted to get the minus 113, you would have been able to. But minus 110, widely available. And there's other prices as well in that range, which you can make sure you shop around to find the best price for. Last game to go through here, as far as the slate is concerned, the Golden State Warriors away at the Los Angeles Clippers. The Warriors, after their very good start to the season, come down quite a bit. They're 3-7 in their last 10 games. Still adjusting a little bit to having Dennis Schroeder now in the starting five, and they are 4.5-point underdogs. The Clippers, as I said, Clippers 17-13 on the season, maintaining competitiveness. So the spread seems to make sense. But matchup-wise, betting-wise, is there anything you like in this game here?
Nope. I just wanted to say that Curry is out. Steph is out for this game. Besides that, yeah, can't bet any overs against the Clippers because they are such a good defense. On the other side, I don't know who is starting, who is playing, how many minutes on the Golden State Warriors. So yeah, that's you are as well, and everyone on the show knows that I don't bet much on the Golden State. I don't like to mess with rotations of care and guess stuff. And yeah, that's it.
Fair enough. We will move into the Q&A portion of the stream. We maybe not quite as in-depth, but feel free, Pips, to go through these quickly here. There's 4 questions that we've got from today's show. Philip NBA, first of all, asked about Claxton under 2.5 assists.
I don't like it. I've seen so many people on it. I don't like it. The numbers, if you take a look, looks good on this one. When you look at the entire season, Claxton 2.5. When he's playing like 20, he's under. He's more under than not. Spurs don't allow many assists, but without Ben Simmons, without Cam Thomas, without Schroeder, they'll play through him a bit more than usual. So I don't like it. Like he could easily go over. Like last night against the Bucks, he had 3 assists and 6 potential assists. Yeah, that's 6 potential assists is a lot. And yeah, he was getting touches this season, so I'll stay away.
All right, we'll go to the next one here. Maurice was adamant. There's quite a few messages from Maurice about the Knicks money line mixed with Jalen Brunson 20+ points. We had a different bet for this game, but any thoughts on this play here?
I think Knicks win, and I think Brunson gets 20+. So probably getting plus 100 or minus 110 on this, so should be good.
All right, we'll go to the next one. Anthony Serbo asked about Knicks -7 earlier as well. Would you lean in any direction on the spread there in that game against the Magic?
7 is a lot for game under 200 points. Mm-hmm. So I do think Knicks win, but covering, I don't know. These Orlando Magic are fighting as hell. We saw the last couple of days they raised how many points? Like 25 in the fourth, or how many was it? Like it was huge comeback. So they are playing also they are playing away. Like
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Away the game is projected to be less than 210. Yeah, I don't know. I'll stay away. I'll betting that. Yeah.
All right. 2 more. Zielko asked about Bradley Beal over 20.5 points at about -110 odds.
If we went with KD, if you think they sent heavy doubles to KD, then Bradley Beal should cook. I also like that he in the last game. I'll show you Bradley Beal. There are some like last 2 games against the last 3 games without Booker. He had big usage. Went from 17% against the Pacers when we bet on him to 26, 25, and 31. And So when he gets over 20, let's say 24% usage, he's over this line in 7 out of the 9 games. Last season, when he got over 24% usage as well, 24% usage and 30 plus minutes, he was over in 15 out of 20. Dallas does have a great defense. He'll probably get Grimes matchup, which is not good for him. But I do lean over. They could send a lot of barries to the KD, so I do lean over. But there's no way to stop KD. You can just a bit slow him down. So if he's aggressive, he'll score and he'll open up for Bill. So I do lean over, but not my type of bet for this slate.
And final one we will go through for today's show is Zena asked about Goga Bitadze over 11.5 rebounds plus assists. Minus 130 was the best price found there.
Oh yeah, he's been killing this line lately, as obviously we can see this season. Great stuff. Last time he played against the Knicks, he had 12 rebounds and assists on 14 rebounds and assist potentials. That's absolutely like season low probably for him. So probably because Towns is pulling him out. On the other side, he's playing in drop coverage, so not many assist chances. But if you look at the numbers, just number play, when he gets 25 plus minutes, 13 average, lately been killing it. I think Miami is, yeah. The thing is, it looks great on the paper, but when you look at the Knicks allow second least rebounds in the entire league, and they allow below average assists. So matchup wise, it's difficult fun for him, and also going out to defend Towns on perimeter will pull him away from the rebounding. Maybe they decide to defend Towns with Wendell Carter, so Goga gets closer to the rim, but another guessing game for me. So I don't think so. I'll probably lean over better betting over 9.5 rebounds than 11.5 rebounds and assists, because he doesn't have many much assists. So yeah.
All right.
But overall, no bet for me.
That will do it for today's show. We'll be back to mostly normal setups for next week. We'll be off on Wednesday next week as a result of New Year's Day, but we'll be live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday for the Pick and Roll live stream right here on the Board YouTube channel, presented by FanDuel and part of the Hammer Betting Network. Drop a like if you enjoyed this show, and especially if you're tailing one of the 3 official picks from today's show. Subscribe if you're new and have the notification bell on so you know exactly when the content is coming out. But here's a recap of what we have from today, courtesy of PipsNBA. We have Contavious Caldwell-Pope under 10.5 points at minus 115 odds as the Knicks visit the Magic. In the Dallas and Phoenix game, we have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, 25 plus points each. We got that minus 110 at FanDuel. And the final play was in the Denver-Cleveland game. We're taking Nikola Jokic over 27.5 points. We got that minus 110. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate y'all sticking with us in this week as we navigate through the holiday season. But again, back mostly to normal next week, and we have a lot of NBA games to go this season. Keep it locked with the Board YouTube channel, and hopefully we do see you again next time. Have a great weekend, everybody.